Well, our agency protects about 1,000 square miles in unincorporated Washoe County, Nevada. We offer full advanced life support EMS services, as well as a wet team with a major river running through. We're a high seismic zone. We have a substantial wildland urban interface in addition to a structure threat that we have. So we have a variety of risks that we need to be trained for and ready to respond to at all times.
Since the inception of Truckee Meadows in 1972, those firefighters that came before us, they laid the foundation of being progressive and what we are today. One of the cultural attributes that we have in our organization is empowering our people to make decisions and create programs and maintain those programs based on their expertise and not based on rank.
Our program, in terms of how we help the community members with their defensible space in those wildland urban interfaces, has three main legs to the stool. First is our green waste program, which is immensely popular. We host about 25 days a year where any community member can drop off any of their green waste. Our crews process them free of charge. Second, for our rural communities that are too far out to participate in green waste, we do have open burning, and we can provide crews to help them with that. And then thirdly, we do defensible space in and amongst homes when people ask for help. So numerous times we have groups that are low income, disabled or elderly, and they can't implement their own green waste in terms of cutting and removing the fuel. And through our different funding sources, we often can send personnel in to help implement the work on the ground.
Community engagement is not just a good practice, it's an essential part of our community defense because it helps us engage with the community, explain why we're doing the things that we're doing, understand what their opinions and what their needs are. But we get them engaged in managing their own fire risk around their properties. Since we started giving away free ash cans, we've given probably 5,000 of these cans out to the public, and we've really made a dent in the number of fires we've had from those causes.
Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District has a very unique program in the wildland arena. It's new, it's only about 3 years old. It's mainly supported by our partnership with NV Energy.
The agreement that we have with Truckee Meadows Fire and Rescue represents our largest and one of our most important contracts, primarily because of the region that Truckee Meadows Fire and Rescue serves. Here in the Reno-Sparks area, we have a very large area within our community that is in the Wildland Urban Interface. We're dealing both with timbered areas and with grassland areas. And so our partnership with Truckee Meadows Fire and Rescue is absolutely critical to start mitigating particularly the fuels that are around the electric infrastructure, because I think that's a really important element. And so removing the fuels around our infrastructure is very, very important to prevent wildfires. And no one can do that better, I think, than agencies like Truckee Meadows Fire and Rescue.
We have 40 wildland firefighters that wouldn't be here without this partnership. So when we get a wildland fire, we have at least 6 extra engines that we can throw at it for suppression. On the backside, when we have smaller fires, rather than having an all-risk unit, an all-risk engine committed to that fire for mop-up, we can get them back in the station and back in service while the wildland gurus take care of the wildland side of things.
Our line medic program integrates with our fuels reduction program, and they provide ALS level care on scene if these guys are to be injured during a fire incident in remote areas in the wilderness. They can provide airway management, medication administrations, splinting, and stop bleeding of patients.
Truckee Meadows does have a REMS program. REMS stands for Rapid Extraction Module. It's specifically centered around extracting injured wildland firefighters off of wildland incidents. An ancillary benefit to the district is that those skill sets and that equipment can also be used in our technical rescue side of things for our citizens.
We also implemented an ambulance transport program to also better serve our citizens in the district for our outlying areas such as Spanish Springs and Sun Valley and then the Washoe Valley area.
We're always building towards a stronger future. If you look at the last 5 years of what we've been able to accomplish, we've added a ladder engine company, we've added the ambulance transports units, we've added our fuels division, we've hired over 50 personnel, had internal promotions within our organization. Currently, we're looking at building 2 fire stations with one set to start construction in the spring.
One of the joys about running this organization is the fine customer service that we deliver through our employees. I have 207 ambassadors that just love talking to people, and our citizens love talking to our firefighters. It's so inspiring to be able to serve people, but they want to know what they need to do to make their life safer, their home safer, and it is just a happy place to be in.